Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Marvel Spotlight number 5. So someone a while ago, I think there were two different people wanted me to read Ghost Rider stories. One was Volume 2, number 15. I'll read that, and another one was the Golden Age Ghost Rider. So I decided when I was gonna read the Ghost Rider, I might as well read Ghost Rider's first appearance. So Marvel Spotlight on Ghost Rider. And this is the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, the second Ghost Rider, the most famous one. Is he alive or dead? A legend is born. The most supernatural superhero of all. Rain, engulfing the city in a damp blanket of gloom. Rain, pounding down on that skull that once was the head of a normal man. Rain, combining with the black loneliness of night to beat a mournful cadence, which cries, "You are now the Ghost Rider." Edited by Stan Lee. Conceived and written, Gary Frederick. Drawn by Mike Ploog. Lettered by John Costa. Aid and abetment, Roy Thomas. You see what is happening as you speed down a nearly deserted side street. And your tormented brain chooses not to see it, so you ride on, never considering the fact that you are doomed to come into contact with normal men, and that they are doomed to hound you, chase you, follow you into hell if necessary, simply because they cannot understand the monstrosity that you have become. "That guy saw us. Might be able to identify us in court." "Get in the car, Clyde. We gotta get him. He's the only witness." Suddenly, they're after you, trying to run you down. Why now? I can't let anyone see me. Not like this. Have to shake them somehow. Keep them from seeing what's happened to me. "We're catching up with him. Another block or so, and he'll be dead meat." "I hope you're right, but that glow from his head's giving me the creeps." "Probably just a luminous helmet. Nothing a bullet won't stop." "Street's too slick to outrun them. Have to find another way." "We're closing the gap. Another block or so, and watch it. He's cutting a corner." No dice. They're still on my tail. Only hope is to duck into an alley, like that one coming up ahead. "He's trying to sneak into that alley. Cut him off." "They're too close. Saw me. There'd better be a way out of here, or it's all over. A dead end. Now there's only one last chance that I can bluff that trigger-happy bear. Scare them into letting me pass." "He's in there, all right. We got him cornered. And says dead man tell no tales." "Knock it off. Just let's get in there and finish him. How much trouble can one cycle jock be?" "More trouble than you can imagine, especially when he is the servant of Satan." "What is this? It ain't anywhere close to Halloween. Look at him. He ain't got no face, just a blazing skull. It gotta be some kind of trick, and any trick can be stopped by bullets." "A trick may, but this is no trick. Rather the work of the Master of Darkness. Observe. First, a barrier of fire, and then..." "He's playing games with us. Drill him. I'll try, but any dude who can set the ground on fire just by pointing at it must have something going for him. Indeed I do. The power of all hellfire. A power I cannot explain to mere human vermin such as yourselves. Look, he ran the back up that plank. He's jumping right over us. I can't see, dingbat. I can't see. You escaped. No one knows what happened to the man called Johnny Blaze. At least not yet. I've lost them. And just soon enough, the sun is rising. I have to hide my bike. And then wait. Yes. Now, it's coming. Slowly. But I can feel it coming on. Thank God, the curse isn't complete. I'm becoming... Oh. And so Ghost Rider turns back into a human again. Now, the transformation is finished. You are human once more. But when will it happen again? When? The question eats at your soul like a cancer. It's over, and my secret is safe. But what about the next time? Will I ever be free? Or am I doomed to a dual life, man by day and monster by night? Have to stop thinking about it. Perhaps work. Ply your trade, Johnny Blaze. Bury your tortured mind in that deadly danger that is your livelihood. We have to do a show this afternoon. I'm to go for the world jump record. Have to concentrate on that. And so the billboard says Madison Square Garden presents the amazing Johnny Blaze and his cycle, Spectacular, also starring Roxanne Simpson and the world's greatest cycle daredevils. Wouldn't want to miss and die before a few thousand paying customers now, would I? But you can't concentrate on your riding. Not after what you've been through. I have to think back. Try to remember how it happened. And pray I can find an answer. Somewhere in the past. The cycle show. That's when it all started. Death-defying Crash Simpson and his flying motor Daredevil. The day Barton Blaze defied death once too often and paid the only price possible, his life. Your father was a brave man, Johnny, and we're sorry he was killed. And since you don't have a mother, something's gonna have to be done with you. If you like, you can stay with us, and we'll raise you like a son, or you can go to an orphanage. Oh, please, stay with us, Johnny, please. Whatever you say, Roxanne. And so you stayed, overcame your fear of motorcycles, and longed for the day when you could ride and look death straight in the eye. Until finally, that fateful day came, although Mrs. Simpson didn't approve. Don't push him, Crash. Maybe he doesn't want to ride. Oh, but you wanted to ride, all right. And ride you did. For 5 long years, working, practicing, and waiting for the day you could join the show. Then, when you were 15... Johnny, the bike's on fire! Jump, Rocky, jump! Get off, Johnny! It's going to explode! I can't. Have to get it out of the tent first. Don't worry about that. Just save yourself. But you wouldn't listen, would you? The cycle show is your life, and you had to save it. That's what you were thinking about. The thing that kept you from seeing the tree. Johnny! Johnny! Are you hurt? Get back! That thing's gonna explode any sec. Mother! Mother! She wasn't even related to you, yet she raised you and given her life for you. Johnny, I must speak to Johnny. Come closer, please. So there was no way you could deny her last request. Johnny, promise me you'll never ride in the show. Promise me, please. I promise you, Mother. I always wanted to call you that. Now, it's too late. But she never heard you speak that cherished name. Death came quickly. Once you had made that final vow, the vow you couldn't get out of your mind, even as you knelt beside the fresh blanket of earth which covered her. Even as you tried to comfort poor Roxanne, you couldn't drive away the burning thought that you could never ride again, never know the thrill of death hurtling toward you at 100 miles an hour. No, not even grief and the cold driving rain could make you forget. But you kept your promise. 5 years since my wife died, and you haven't ridden since. I'm starting to think you're yellow. You, Rocky? Even you doubt my courage? What else can I do, Johnny? Even though I don't want to believe it. You won't ride, and there's only one reason for it that I can think of. Cowardice. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm chicken. So let's leave it at that. You couldn't leave it at that, though. As the show got bigger, the applause grew louder. The stunts became more dangerous. You stood in the shadows and watched, cheated of fame and fortune by a promise to a dying woman. Then it hit you. You'd promised not to ride in the show. Nothing was said about riding for your own satisfaction, so you started to practice, late at night, when no one was watching, at least no one you knew of. I know, Johnny. I've been watching you for months now, and you're good, maybe the best. So the secret's out. Chicken Johnny Blaze can ride. Yes, he can. But why has he kept it a secret? I don't understand. Because I promised your mother, on her deathbed, that I never ride in the show. Oh, Johnny, I suspected it for a long time, and now I know for sure. I love you, Johnny Blaze, and I'll keep loving you, no matter what the world thinks. And from then on, nothing mattered, being a mere, I think that's what, while the show's popularity continued to grow, was tolerable, as long as you had her, or so you tried to make yourself believe. It says Bike World, Crash Simpson thrilled thousands, world's greatest cycle showman. Morning, another city, another hotel room, and a simple phone call. A call which will change your life more drastically than you can ever know. Oh, hi, Alfie. Any news on the big one? Or is this another social call? What? You really got it? You wouldn't put us on. I'll call you back, right back. We've done it! Madison Square Garden! Then, this is it. The biggest showcase in the world. No practice today. Today we celebrate. How about it, Crash? After all these years of struggling, the Crash Simpson Cycle Spectacular has hit the top. Yeah, you're right. Big deal. I risk my life every day for 30 years. And then when I finally reach my goal, the doc tells me I may not live to see it.
Daddy, what are you saying? You don't mean that.
That's it, baby. Doc Warren gives me a month, at the most.
Good Lord. The show. Without you? It can't be. There must be some mistake.
It's no mistake. I've got the disease, and it's gonna get me. All I can do now is wait. Wish I had a son to take over.
But Johnny's been like a son to you. He can take over. Can't you, Johnny?
No way. You know I can't. Even if I wanted to.
It's true. It must be true. You're a coward. Go ahead and keep your promise, but it'll cost you my love forever.
So you're gonna let me down, even in the end? Get out of here, boy. Please. Just go. But you couldn't go. Not when they needed you. Still, there was no one you could turn to. No one except Satan. Yes, this is the only way. And even though I'm afraid, since childhood you read of him and the miracles he could perform, now you were ready to face him. Appear, O Prince of Darkness. Your humble servant beckons. Through time eternal, through endless space, I beg thee, journey to this place. The icy hand of fear grips your gut like a vice, as the hot wind of evil fills the room. Then, as the life in your sacred candle suddenly is snuffed out, you know that he has arrived.
You have called, and Satan has answered. From the depths of hell, I come to aid him who will serve me.
Yes, grant my wish, and I will serve you faithfully through all of eternity. I ask only that Crash Simpson be spared from the deadly disease which is killing him.
It is done. But be warned, one day soon I will return to collect my fee.
Then, as quickly as it began, it is ended. The room cools, and the sickening stench of death fades from your nostrils. The sacred candle burns once more, and you know that he is gone. The bargain has been sealed. You know only one end, and yet you feel strangely relieved, as if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders. Crash will live, and perhaps Roxanne will love you again. If the Master gives you time. If. 3 weeks pass, and you find yourself in New York, Madison Square Garden.
Johnny, it's Dad. Come quick. You have to stop him.
Me? How could a coward like me keep him from doing anything?
Please, Johnny. He thinks this may be his last performance. And he's announced that he'll try for the world cycle jump record.
But he can't. He's good, but not good enough. Okay, let's find him. Are you off your rocker, Crash? You're gonna kill yourself. So what? If I'm gonna go, it's gonna be here, on my back, not in some hospital bed. This way.
When people remember me, they remember I died with my leathers on.
You're talking crazy, Dad. Johnny, do something.
She's right, Crash. You can't go through with it.
And who's gonna stop me? Not a gutless kid I raised like a son, that's for sure.
Okay, hardhead. You call me names for the last time. Had to put on that show, though I know he's in no real danger. I have the devil's word on it. Still, can even he get a bike over 22 cars? You have faith, and yet you doubt as the hours until showtime crawl by. Then you stand helpless in the shadows, and the moment of truth is upon you. A quick upward flick of the thumb, a sign that Crash Simpson does care. Then a deafening roar, a cloud of dust, a cheer from the crowd, and silence, save for the whine of the Harley's engine and the pounding of your own heart.
Crash! Oh, Lord, Crash!
You watch in stunned silence as the mangled, broken body is placed on a stretcher, and you listen to Roxanne's agonized sobs. So this is how the master keeps his promises. Then, blinded by rage and grief, you know what you must do. Tell the announcer to hold the crowd, Sam. I'm gonna make the jump. All sense of time is lost to you, and suddenly the glare of the spotlight is upon you. You're oblivious to the gasps of the crowd, even to the screams of Roxanne, as one thought burns in your mind. You must make the jump. For him.
Johnny, no! Please don't! Do it, Joe! Don't do it, Johnny! No! Don't!
Blood races through your temples. Fear grips your heart. You feel the bike lose contact with the ground, and a thrill surges throughout your body. A thrill like you've never experienced before, as you soar through space, knowing at the end there will be triumph or death. Now you begin to fall, a rapid drop, perhaps too rapid. But no, you've done it. You're the champion, and the thick nectar of success is intoxicating beyond belief. Then, at your highest ebb, how was that? Not bad. For a coward. Huh.
How could you? After Dad? I'm leaving. The show is yours now, but I never want to see you again. Rocky, wait. I only did it for you.
Suddenly, the roar of the crowd is meaningless, and you seek the solace of your dressing room, and the answers you pray silence can bring you. But there is to be no peace, no silence, for as you close your eyes, a hot wind engulfs you, a wind you know you have felt before.
You double-cross me, then appear again. You got a lot of gall, devil.
Silence, weakling. I kept my bargain. The mortal did not die of the disease. How I claim my reward, your very soul. From the this day forth, you will walk the earth as my emissary in the dark hours, and in the light you will join me in Hades. No! No!
But as you feel the flesh burning from your face, as you scream in agony, a door opens, and the one being who can save you enters.
Johnny, I wanted to... No! No!
And while the fire in your brain rages out of control, she flings herself across you.
Back, O foul denizens of the deep, as the cross is to a vampire, so is the presence of one pure in heart to you. Disappear, I command you, or the forces of good within me will destroy you.
How does she know all that? Anyway, but like how to say all that, but
I depart, cursed woman, but I shall return to claim what is owed me.
Once more the wind fades, the odor disappears, and the fiery pain dies.
It's all right, darling. He's gone, never to return, as long as I stay with you. But I don't understand. How did you know?
Oh, that's how she. Okay, yeah, I was just yes, yeah. So when I was saying that, I was right there, so it just made me look really stupid. So sorry about that.
Though you never realized it, I read your books on Satan when you weren't around, and when I entered the room, well, I know exactly what to do. Thank God.
Oh, Rocky, I love you.
Don't talk, darling. Just hold me.
Yes. Nestled in her arms, you felt so safe, so free. But the following night, as darkness steals over the city,
Head throbbing. Feel like I'm burning with fever. Could it be? What in... No! Lord, don't let it happen!
For what seems like an eternity, the searing pain brings you to the brink of insanity. Then, suddenly, it subsided, but you know something has changed, and you rush to a mirror to find... No! When the shock begins to ebb, you know what you must do. You have to run, get away, not let anyone see you, not like that. So you flee into the night, not realizing you have been seen.
Hey, what the devil's that?
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't see a thing. Thus it ends. The deadly waking dream, which has seemed so real, so palpable. Yes, ends, only to become the living nightmare. It has been for 3 weeks now, a nightmare which seemingly never will end, a curse from which there is no escape, a horrifying trap from which death would seem a sweet respite.
Where can I go? What can I do? When I know that each night I'll look, feel like that. I've changed all the shows to manatees and told Rocky that I'm practicing at night. But how much longer can I get away with that? How long before the world finds out? Here's your answer. Those thugs the police told the police about me, and I'm being hunted. So hold-up killers caught tell of mysterious ghost rider. Have to leave. Get out of New York. There must be some place I can hide.
and think. But before you can flee, it is time.
I must have slept all day. It's night again, and I'm changing to the Ghost Rider.
And the beginning. So, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.